Are you able to hear? Are you able to hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Are you ready for us?
We are ready. Take it away.
Okay. My apology. Welcome, everybody. We are here once again with the wonderful Anthony. Anthony, say hi.
Hi.
Anthony Hotakainen, thank you so much for your support in all of these classes. As we always start our class, Anthony and I want you to know that we all have you in our hearts, and we send our love. We know this is a challenging time for all of us, and we're right there with you. So thank you for being with us. We're excited to share with you today. We were playing through this yesterday, and we hope you have as much fun as we did. We're also really excited to see what kinds of things you come up with. The first thing I wanted to share is that if you have a puppet or you have a stuffed animal, please go get it right now. And as you go get your puppet or your stuffed animal, I'm going to talk just quickly about one thing, and I'll be singing it in the background. We are going to do puppet improv today, and we're going to be doing a lot of improv that has to do with empathy. Can you say the word empathy? Good. Empathy. Empathy means imagining how someone else thinks or feels and putting yourself in their place or their shoes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you the word love, and get this, love is like empathy. So as I sing, love is like empathy, go get your puppets, go get your stuffed animals, and as you come back, we're gonna use your stuffed animal or your puppet to sing the We Are Like Jelly Beans song together. So go get them. Love is like empathy. Love is like empathy. Love is like empathy. Okay, so are you back? Okay, super. If you don't have one, that's okay. But what Anthony and I are going to do is we're going to use our animals. Let me see which one I might pick. I think I'm going to pick the scarlet macaw. My animal is going to lead you in singing We're Like Jelly Beans. My face is going to step away from the screen, and it's just going to be my animal, like this. And my animal is going to lead you in singing. A lot of you from my other classes or our other classes know this song. So here we go. I'll sing it, my scarlet macaw will sing it, and then Anthony will sing it back. Ready? We are like jelly beans. Now you.
We are like jelly beans.
Bright, bold, and unique.
Bright, bold, and unique.
If you please.
If you please.
We'll fill the world.
We'll fill the world.
With hope.
With hope.
Helping all others.
Helping all others.
To cope.
To cope.
We'll model.
We'll model.
Embracing.
Embracing.
Life.
Life.
Through both.
Through both.
Happiness.
Happiness.
And strive.
And strive.
Woo! Nice job. That was wonderful. Okay, so I wanted to right away point out a couple of different things when you're using puppets. This puppet has a mouth that works. Sometimes you might have a puppet where only you can make the head work, okay? And then if you're using a stuffed animal, then you would just have the stuffed animal and move the body the best that you can. I don't have one close by. The other thing that I wanted to do is get started with the screen. So Anthony, if you can pull the screen up, that would be super. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of glare on my face today. I apologize. Happy that there's sun where I live though. Okay, so here we go. Puppet improv. And you're not going to be surprised that I'm going to make this connection again. Actors do this. They improv. Can you say improv? Good job. Actors use improv in film and TV and stage, like when they're in plays. Improv is making up words. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Improv is like play. When actors use improv, they're just playing. Again, like with writing songs or doing other kinds of things, like doing scenes, they're playing. They make up words for a scene in TV, film, or stage, much like you as young people play. So you'll all be great at improv. So we're excited to see what we do together today. Go ahead, go to the next slide. Okay, so as you saw in the intro, I used a plush animal puppet. I've got a lot of those that I use with my students, but we can also use, do you see on the pictures on the right side, those are stick puppets. So you can use sticks like this, or a pencil, or a marker to make stick puppets. And we made stick puppets of the characters from the books that I wrote, because the books have empathy in them. So I made these as stick puppets. And these are from the cover of Empathy Airlines. Those are stick puppets. So you just take something from a page, cut it out, and then just tape it on a stick, okay? You can also make a stick puppet with your own face. You can create your own character. You don't have to use the characters from our stories. You can use the character from your imagination too. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Oh, actually, keep it there for just 1 second. I apologize. I forgot I wanted to make one more comment. Do you see how the animals are in a circle on the floor? With my students and we play a game that's a lot like, let's see if you've heard this before. Have you played Duck, Duck, Goose? Can anyone say yes or no? Have they played Duck, Duck, Goose? Have our friends played Duck, Duck, Goose? No? Yes, okay. Somebody said no, somebody said yes, so thank you for that. So I'll explain kind of how we do this. When my students and I sit on the floor in a circle, we put a puppet on our hand, and we go around the outside of the circle and we touch a head. When we touch a head, we ask a question. And we, in one game that we do, we ask, are you a mammal? Because we're gonna teach you about that. We might also just touch a head and ask a question, how are you feeling? Or what's your name? Okay, so when we go around and we touch a head and we ask a question to do a puppet improv, then the puppet on the hand would answer the question back. Now, if you don't want to ask the question, you just touch a head and then say, chase me, and then have them chase around. I'm explaining that because with your brothers and sisters or your parents, you could play this too. Okay, so Anthony, go ahead and go to the next slide. So I'm gonna kind of give you a little more of a clue. Some of you might know this already. Are you a mammal? And other improv we're gonna do. So what is a mammal? A mammal's an animal that has something called a live birth. It's an animal that does not lay eggs. Anthony and I are gonna show you this by offering our puppets. Okay, so Anthony's gonna get a puppet, I'm gonna get a puppet, and Anthony's gonna ask me, and we're gonna kind of imagine that we're in a circle on the floor and he's touched my head and he's asking me a question. So I have this as my puppet, and Anthony's gonna ask me, if I'm a mammal. Okay, so you, as you're watching, can help me too. Ready? Go ahead, Anthony.
Well, hello there. Are you a mammal?
Hi. What do you think, friends? Is this a mammal? Does this animal lay eggs, or does it have a live birth? Oh, good job. It's not a mammal. I'm not a mammal. I'm not a mammal because I lay eggs. Very good. Good job. Okay, Anthony, you put one up, and let's see if Anthony has a mammal. Ooh, let's see. It looks like a puppy dog. Are you a mammal?
Yes, I am. I have little puppies, not eggs.
That's right. You don't have eggs. You don't have little eggs wandering around by you. Good job. Super. Let's try one more. Let's do this one. How about this? Can you ask me this one, Anthony? Here's my puppet.
Are you a mammal?
What do you think, friends? Is this a mammal? I see one yes, and I see one no. This one is a dolphin, is a mammal. I am a mammal because I don't lay eggs, and I have live birth. My babies drink from me. My babies drink from me, so that makes me a mammal. Super. Okay, awesome. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you, friends. Oh, wait, we need to do the other improv. I forgot. We're going to do some improv that has to do with empathy. So let's see, I guess I'll get started with, let me grab another one. I'm gonna grab my pig, stuffed animal, puppet. And my pig's mouth works again, so I'm able to use the mouth. But again, if your mouth didn't work, just use the head to move like that, or move the body to show feeling or motion. Okay, so I'm kind of sad. My little character's sad. So Anthony's gonna ask me what's wrong.
What's wrong? How are you feeling?
No, I just kind of lonely. I'm used to being with my friends, and I'm just kind of sad and really, really miss them at school.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are going through that right now.
Yeah, I am, and thank you for caring. It helps me a lot. You're going through that too?
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, thanks for telling me that. I guess we'll all get through it together.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so Anthony's gonna put his animal up and I'm gonna improv with him. So improv means making up things as we go along. We didn't decide what we were gonna say before this, so we are just playing. We're playing with the idea of empathy and being kind, but we're making up what we're doing. And that's the same thing that you can do, is play. When we play our feelings, it kind of helps us to be able to express them. Okay, so Anthony's scooting down so that he's out of the, oh, I love this one. Okay, oh, he's so cute. Oh, wow, he looks really sad though. Are you okay? You look kind of down today. What's going on?
Yeah, I feel really sad too. I miss being able to see all my cousins and aunts and uncles and my grandma too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We can't see our grandparents right now without being outside of a window or a door. That's really hard. I'm so sorry. Have you found a way to like show a sign, like a heart sign or something when you visited? Have you been able to do that? Or maybe just, or be on screen? Have you been able to FaceTime her or do something like that?
Yeah, I've been able to call some of my family and friends, and it's comforting.
Good. I'm so glad. That's so good. I'm so sorry that you're sad. It'll get better. It'll be better.
Thank you,
Okay?
SissyMarySue.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, so we are improving empathy and kindness and love. Remember that empathy and love are very much the same. Empathy is love. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Let's get moving on some other stuff. Okay, thank you for doing that with us. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as I've shared before, you are welcome to grab the PDFs of both of my books, the whole books for Empathy Airlines. Go ahead and go to the next one. And for Jelly Beans, the Cheetah and Hope, and you can just cut out and make the stick puppets. When you cut them out, if you print them in black and white, you can go ahead and color them in so that they're all colored like that. When I made these stick puppets, I used colored pages, but you don't have to do that. You can have it the other way. Okay, so go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay, and you can use that too. That's not a book yet, but we've got like the single cover on the website. Print anything you want from it. It's kind of fun to have some of those characters because there's just a lot of kids from the classroom and the teacher and the little girl. So you can make those two into stick puppets. Okay, so go ahead and go to the next slide. Thank you. Ready? Okay, so this was kind of fun to share. I'm actually really excited about the kinds of things that you can do. I'm an adult, so I don't think I'm as imaginative as you are. I know that you would make things even more stunning and interesting and fun than I would. But these are the things that I kind of came up with at home. I used a shoebox and created a little puppet stage. And then the shoebox I used was one that our 13-year-old had used to make a diorama, meaning making a space for as a habitat for animals so that they had clean water. So go ahead and go to the next. Oh, actually, keep this one up, hon. Thank you so much, Anthony. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna move over here and we're gonna show you the puppet stage up close. So here we go. We're gonna come over here and show you this. Okay, so go ahead and share. There you go. I wanted to show you that. Do you see stuffed animal? There's Jelly Beans the cheetah. You can use stuffed animals for your puppets. Can everybody see my table okay? Can you kind of see my table? Does that show up pretty well? Okay. So I wanted to show you a couple of different things. There's that puppet stage. There's the puppet stage. And you can use a puppet stage like this, and then you can put something over the top of it so that you don't even have that bottom spot. You can have the bottom spot if you want. Do you see the bottom area? Okay. And then you can also put something over the top of it so that you have a puppet stage. This ends up being kind of like, that's kind of like a curtain. And behind this, you don't even have to use stick puppets. You could use animals from your toy boxes, and you could take your animals behind the little puppet stage, and the puppet, your hand shows a little bit, but the puppet could be here and doing something like that. If you put the puppet stage on it, then you've got the stage, and you can change what happens with the characters. In this one, we have the habitat, but maybe you want to have them somewhere else. I also wanted to show you that this is a box, right? Sometimes you just can get a really great box that already has something like this. I put this in the back, that was the lid, and I had cut out this piece, do you see, from there to create that. But look at this one. This one already has a lid like that comes right down. And so you could cut the hole in the back of there. There's also some wonderful material that you could use for the set, but you could cut the hole in the back of there, and then you've got this space right down here that's like a puppet stage. So that's already there. Now, if you use the stick puppets, we've got Jelly Beans the cheetah and Hope. They could be back here, and they could be getting ready to set up their airplane, their Empathy Airlines. So they could use some sticks and some things from outside, and they could set up rows where the people sat. Anthony, do you want to sing a little bit of our One Child Cries song? When Jelly Beans, the cheetah, and Hope play Empathy Airlines, they love to sing One Child Cries.
When one child cries, we all wipe our eyes, know that we care, our love is there, our empathy we share. When any being cries, the universe replies, embrace them all, no life is small, show empathy to all. We're one big human family, we reside on the same tree, it's clear to see. Finally we've begun to think as one, to be as one.
There you go, good job. So you see also that I took a toy from a toy box and made a runway. So you can also take this space inside the box for the puppet stage and make it anything you want. I love to use felt, and so you can put pieces of felt inside it to change the look of it and change what you have. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go to the next slide, please, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's stay here for a second. Okay, so girls and boys can become a pilot. I thought it would be fun to play with the stick puppets to do an improv of the story. So I will do a little bit of that. And Anthony, I didn't ask you this yesterday, but if you could play the male pilot when I'm playing the female pilot and the little girl, that would be awesome. So I'm going to go to the next slide. Okay. Now, again, I was thinking about ways that we could use things in our homes to make a puppet stage. We can use chairs. When my students and I sit in a circle, oftentimes we'll get behind a chair and put a puppet up. And that's what you can do. You can scoot behind a chair and put a puppet up. Now, if you can see through the chair, you'd want to put maybe some kind of a pillow behind it. But I also show that with a chair, if you have a poster board, or maybe you could order a poster board, you can take a poster board, cut a piece out, and then get behind it and do a puppet show behind the chair. So this is a chair. I put on top of it just a big scarf or some kind of piece of material I had in the house. I didn't cut it. I just put it on. And the same thing with my little puppet stage. I just used a little bit of a scarf and I taped it on. So, so this is just kind of an example. Let's play this a little bit over here. Here we go. So let's go over here. Okay, so can you see my puppet stage? Okay, so we're going to imagine that three people are behind this puppet stage, and I'm just going to do a little bit of improv. So we've got Captain Debbie Farrell, we've got the little girl Hope, and we've got the co-pilot. Okay, so here we go. So the little girl comes in, and the captain sees her. Hi, how are you? What's your name? My name is Hope. It's so nice to meet you, Hope. I noticed that you have an elephant. What's your elephant's name? Well, I don't really have a name for my elephant. And then maybe the co-pilot comes in and he says something. What do you think, Anthony? What could the co-pilot say?
What do you think you could name your stuffed animal? What reminds you of something that makes you happy?
Well, let me think. I just wanted to tell you tonight that you could be a pilot just like me. Women are pilots too. Really? I could be a pilot? Well, could I maybe name my elephant after you? Wow, I'd love that. And then so the little girl says, I'm gonna name it Captain Farrell. So then she names her Captain Farrell. So we played with the stick puppets and we just came up with different things to say that weren't in the story that just could happen. Let's move over here for a second. I wanted to show you one other thing. So an example that here's a couple of elephants. Here's the couple of elephants. These elephants are both the same. And when we have things that are both the same, you could use some kind of improv where they are brothers or they're sisters. So that could work too. And then again, remember that when you are using a stuffed animal, just have their heads move like that to talk or like that. Let's move over. I have another exciting, fun thing hopefully for you guys to do. Can you show the next slide, please, Anthony? Thank you. Here we go. We're going to come over here. Okay, super. So Jelly Beans and his mom are in the next improv scene. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. So go ahead and do full screen, please, Sue. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Do you see, I want you to see this as we come over here. Do you see this as, I have two different tubs stacked on top of each other. So find a space that's kind of high up for you to be able to do a puppet show. You could also be behind a table, but this works like this, okay? So I'm gonna come here so that you can see the scene, okay? So I made my little cheetah like this. So I'm gonna get behind here and I have my cheetah mom, like in the story, helping the cheetah feel better about being different. So I put my puppets on like this. Here we go. And then I'm gonna have a little bit of a scene. Do you see the green that I put down? And then I have a little bit of blue, and the blue is meant to be the place where he looks at his reflection and he doesn't like what he sees. Honey, I noticed you're not feeling very happy today. I'm feeling really sad. I don't like what I see in my reflection. I have such strange spots. They're all white. Honey, I know that feels kind of sad for you, but your uniqueness, it's a gift. Everybody teases me about it. There's only one like you. Love yourself as I love you too. You are my precious, sweet boy. I love you, precious sweet boy. You are my pride and joy. There is only one like you. And honey, love everyone, even the cheetahs who tease you. That's so hard. But love everyone. They don't mean it. They just are confused. They don't understand that everyone is important. Everyone is beautiful. Okay, Mom, thanks. Okay, so anyway, so there you get the idea. So we do a little scene with that. Okay, so let's head over here. We're gonna do another little quick scene, okay? So if you have two puppets at home that are the same, like this, okay? These are two lizard puppets. They can be like a brother and sister, okay? So the brother and sister can be up on top of a chair. This chair, you don't have to have anything behind it because it's nice and full through it so that they can be up on top of it. And these brothers are frustrated because they want to play with each other, and they're not being very cooperative at the beginning. Okay, so here we go. So I'm getting set with this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, I am so frustrated. I want to play Legos. I don't want to play Legos. I really just want to sit and draw. I love drawing. But I don't have any friends to play with right now. Well, I don't either. But please, could you play with me? I don't have anyone to play with besides my brothers or my sister. And she's sleeping. I know, it's hard right now. Okay, how about if I color, if I draw something, you color it in, okay, and then I'll play Legos. Okay, that sounds good. Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, so then they're doing something to help each other feel better. Okay, so let's head back over here. So Anthony, let's go to the next slide, see where we are. Okay. Okay, so that was our people doing this. Okay, super. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I wonder what our time is because I kind of wanted to see if we could do some question and answer and also some improv back and forth if possible with the chat. So what time are we at? Did we go through we're pretty quickly. Okay, so so I wanted to remind you that anything can be a puppet stage. Like you were seeing, I tried to create a few different kinds of stages today. So you just need to get behind a space, put your puppet up behind a chair, behind a table. You can make little puppet stages with a shoebox. But as I was saying in the beginning, yours will be far just more wonderful than anything that I could do, because every time kids do things, it's always wonderful and way better. Can you tell me how many of you, let's see, tell me what kind of animals or what kind of puppets you used as we were playing today. What kind of puppets were you putting up in the beginning? Do you have a stuffed animal or do you have a puppet that you were using today with us? And then we're gonna sing together at the end, so make sure you have them. Did you have quite a few puppets today? Were you able to, well, actually tell me if anybody had puppets they were using today. Stuffed teddy bear, good, nice, nice. And then, did anybody have puppets that had a mouth that worked? Nope. No. Okay. Okay. Not a big deal because you can have ones that that don't do that too. Yeah. So, and then Anthony, do me a favor. I'm going to run over really quick and grab my two elephants. Can you hold up all the stuffed animals and the puppets that you had?
So yeah, this one is just a pet dog, like a stuffed animal dog, and this one's actually a puppet you can see, but any kind works.
Yeah, it does.
You don't have to use the puppets that are made to be puppets. You can create your own puppets. If you're making stick puppets, make sure that you do ask your parents. We're gonna ask you if you do have stuffed animals at home or you do have a puppet, go ahead and get your puppets up. we're gonna sing a song together, and I'd like your puppets to sing it with us, okay? So I want you to think about this. Make sure to know that you're welcome again to go to SissyMarySue.org for our PDFs of the books for free, and you can go to Sissy Mary Sue YouTube channel to hear some music and use that. I just want you to know that you can just have fun. Use materials from outside too as you're making your stage to make something more realistic. Okay, so ready? I'd like us to sing this because we're all connected in this world. Animals and people, we share one earth, okay? So, so here it is. We'll go. I'll sing it and then you guys sing it. Every being has value.
Every being has value.
All the inhabitants who live here.
All the inhabitants who live here.
We must protect and honor.
We must protect and honor.
All life.
All life.
Since it's our mirror.
Since it's our mirror.
Every being has value.
Every being has value.
All the inhabitants.
All the inhabitants
Who live here.
who live here.
We must protect.
We must protect
And honor all life.
and honor all life.
Since it's
Since it's
our mirror.
our mirror.